as we prepare for an all-new era on NJPW Strong, the LA Dojo is set to lead the next generation. I'm Chris Charlton, and this is Finish Strong for the week of September the 10th, 2021. Next week on NJPW Strong, it is a new day, a new time for new crowds and an all-new Strong. NJPW Strong moving to Saturdays starting September the 18th at 8/7 Central. But as we prepare for an all-new era on NJPW Strong, this week we celebrated the leaders of that next generation in the LA Dojo Showcase as Katsuyori Shibata's trainees took center stage for the second time on Strong. Starting out with Kevin Knight facing the DKC. The two men joined the dojo almost at the same time and as such were evenly matched throughout this bout, with DKC getting the first strikes of the match. Knight was able to bury the knee into the DKC and found a sleeper and slam for 2 before a huge kick from the DKC stopped Knight's forward momentum. DKC swept the legs of Knight and hit a facebuster and a chop for 2, but as Kevin Knight fought back, the DKC kept in control with his brand of organized chaos. Frenzied chops from the karate expert dealt damage to Kevin Knight, but the bigger Knight was able to muscle his opponent up. DKC landed a crucifix bomb and a choke that drove his opponent to the ropes, but just as he got on the run to go for the kill, that huge dropkick from Knight paid off. The Boston Crab followed, and Kevin Knight picked up the victory to kick off Strong this week. Moving on, Alex Coughlin faced Clark Connors, a match with a lot of history as Coughlin continues to try and battle and show himself worthy of graduation. From the first LA Dojo matchup to the first Lions Break Collision matchup in the early days of NJPW Strong, Coughlin and Connors have been tied together for a long time, and there was a lot of pride between these two men on the line. That pride saw Coughlin unwilling to back down to tackles from Connors before he powered his opponent down, but a counter chop to the back and a snap suplex connected for Clark. Connors would go for another big suplex, but Alex was able to deadlift his opponent into a slam for 2, and Coughlin continued to be able to scout Clark Connors' offense. Wild Rhino would find a pounce, but Alex would get in his huge belly-to-belly suplex and a side suplex to build more momentum. In a callback to their days training together, Coughlin found a half crab on Clark Connors that sent the Wild Rhino to the ropes, but shortly afterwards, a massive spear would connect. Another spear would follow in the corner, and as Alex battled back, Coughlin was finally cut off by a Connors power slam and then the trophy kill. Yet his backstage comments showed that Alex Coughlin is far from willing to give up.
That man I fought today, that was Clark. That was the Wild Rhino. I've trained with him every day since I moved out here. I thought I knew everything he did. He's different now. He's better than me. But you know what? He was the captain. I'm the captain. He's a changed man. Clark, I swear to God, if you go to that main roster, if you go over to Japan, anywhere around here, if you get your ass kicked before I graduate and get a chance to do it myself, I'll kill you. I love you. We'll see you again soon.
Finally, the first LA Dojo graduate, Carl Fredricks, took on another opponent with whom he was well familiar, Ren Narita, with a history stretching back to the 2019 Young Lion Cup that saw Narita ultimately transplanted from the Nogue to the LA Dojo. Narita wanted badly to prove himself against Strong's Alpha Wolf, and he was first to open up with strikes in this matchup that sent Carl to the floor. Fredricks was able to respond, battling back and driving the win from Narita, but a flying heel kick from Ren and a half hatch got him 2. Piling on the pressure, Narita found an Indian deathlock, and then the Narita special number 3, but an overhead kick bought Fredricks space and time. The corner splash followed up and Fredricks wanted the MD, but was denied, Fredricks ultimately settling for a neckbreaker. When Narita wanted the Narita special number 4, Fredricks frantically headbutted out, but in the end, Big Match Ren got the hold, picking up the pinfall in 14.5 minutes. Ren Narita scoring a significant landmark victory over Carl Fredricks to main event this second LA Dojo showcase, but he already has other business in mind.
You know what, Ren? Look at you. You're young, but you're also dumb. And you need to be taught a lesson in respect. And that fighting spirit unleashed, you're leaving with 3 boots on. 2 on your feet and 1 in your ass. As a lifetime reminder of how badly the suntan Superman, Mr. No Days Off, put a whooping on your ass. Get ready! Do you hear me? Get ready! Because it's time to go to work.
元スーパースターがなんぼでもんじゃい LA 道場なめんだよ
The confident Narita is determined to send a message to Fred Rosser and the wrestling establishment at large as a new chapter opens up on NJPW Strong. And we want you to join us every Saturday at 8/7 Central starting September the 18th. That's it. We've finished strong for another week. Until next time, Gokigenyo, sayonara.